let you hear what it sounds like when we bring these legendary icons into Dead by Daylight. So roll the clip.
Pyramide Head. Silent Hill. Ah non, Silent Hill. Silent Hill, les cramés, ceux qui avaient dit Silent Hill, ils avaient raison. C'est Silent Hill, mec.
Hey! I am super excited today to finally be able to reveal to you the next chapter of Dead by Daylight. As you've seen, we are going into a video game horror classic. We're going to the realm of Silent Hill. Silent Hill was one of the first horror game I played, and I was absolutely fascinated by it. Well, I'm really happy to be able to work with such a fantastic license. Let's start with the map. So there's a lot of really cool locations in Silent Hill. We decided to use one of the most iconic ones. So we bring you to Midwich Elementary School.
Donc ça, la nouvelle map, ce sera Elementary School.
It's filled with thematized rooms. So all the Silent Hill fans will be able to revisit a famous location. There's a music room, the chemist lab, there's the nurse office, there's all of these little secrets around. There's obviously this exterior courtyard in the middle of the map. That's a very new layout in Dead by Daylight. Even the clock tower is there. We've also filled the map with all sorts of surprises and secrets for all of you fans out there.
C'est un pied de
A lot
biche.
of winks to the Silent Hill franchise.
Une map d'intérieur.
The survivor of the chapter is Cheryl Mason. You might know her as Heather Mason. That's how she was
Les
called.
survivants, j'ai pas compris
as
comment
the
il s'appelait.
protagonist
Mason, je
of
crois.
the Silent Hill game. Cheryl's a very interesting character. She's a
Charles
powerful
Mason,
protagonist. She's also conflicted.
Je connais pas
And she went
Silent
through
Hill.
the ordeal of facing the Silent Hill nightmare. We learned through the Silent Hill 3 narrative that she is the reincarnation of two souls.
Cheryl Mason,
So we
Mason,
really
ouais, c'est ça,
wanted to
Nourrice.
show into her
pense
perks
que c'est
this
ça.
duality, and also her link to the dark forces of Silent Hill.
C'est la sœur de Meg.
So let's talk about the perks.
Ah bah il y a Meg.
Soul Guard gives you endurance after being healed or after recovering from the dying state. But also, if you are currently cursed, you can recover from dying by yourself.
Ah, ça te
Cheryl's
tue pas.
second perk, Blood Pact.
Ça, c'est la première
links
perk,
you
j'ai
to
pas
the
trop
obsession.
compris. Hein.
So if you or the obsession are injured,
Donc la deuxième perk,
you
c'est une
will
paille
see each other
d'obsession.
aura. As soon as one or the other is healed, you'll gain the haste effect for a limited time.
Nourrice, si tu sais traduire les perks. Hein,
And last
merci.
but not least, the third perk, for the first time, gives the power to the survivor to control a little bit the entity. Repressed Alliance allows you to call upon the entity to block generators. With this chapter and character, we also introduce a new type of cosmetic called Legendary Skins.
Des Legendary Skins,
Legendary
c'est quoi
outfits are
ça?
really cool. They are not just an outfit. They actually completely change the character
stylé.
you're controlling. So for example, the first legendary skin that's going to appear in this chapter is Lisa Garland. So you'll be able to take Cheryl Mason and transform into
Il y a
Lisa.
une autre survivante, Lisa
The killer of
Garland.
the chapter
C'est quoi
is
cette
none
histoire?
other than Pyramid Head. And he comes to Dead by Daylight with the name The Executioner. And I just want to add something here. The Pyramid Head that's coming
Non,
to
c'est juste un
DVD
skin en fait.
is the classic Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. Straight
Silent
from
Hill
the
2,
tormented
d'accord.
mind of James Sunderland. Pyramid Head's power roots itself in the dark forces.
Ah oui,
of
c'est pas un
Silent
pied de
Hill.
biche, c'est qu'il traîne son arme. Tout à fait, tu as raison.
So first of all, obviously you have this big, giant knife
C'est un skin
that you're
légendaire,
wielding.
d'accord.
And with it, you have a special attack. The special attack is a range attack that goes even through collision.
Ok, donc
Where
antilope.
it gets really interesting is that Pyramid Head can plant his knife in the ground and draw trenches around the map. These trenches, when the survivor goes through them, will make them tormented.
On est blessé
Tormented is a killer effect
si on va dedans.
that at first seems like it's not doing anything. But if you're suffering from the tormented killer effect and you're in the dying state, that's where it gets really interesting. So Pyramid Head can, instead of grabbing you and bringing you to a hook, he can decide to call upon the forces of Silent Hill, which will
Donc il peut nous mettre sur des hooks et il peut nous mettre dans des pièges aussi, apparemment. Et effectivement, les traînées de son arme nous empêchent de passer.
The survivor gets stuck in there, he can get saved by others, and he will go through 3 phases as well until he is sacrificed, just like on the hook.
What the fuck?
The thing though is that Pyramid Head saves a lot of time. All the grab, the transporting, and the hooking, that's done automatically. When the survivors are ripe for a sacrifice, if they are caught in the tormented killer effect and in the dying state, Pyramid Head will be able to call upon a final judgment on them.
What the fuck?
That's a way of saying that they can kill them instantly. It's like a mini Mori. Now let's talk a little bit about the perks of Pyramid Head. They bring new tools for deception. The first perk, Force Penance, will give the Oblivious status effect to a survivor that protects another survivor from a hit. Pyramid Head's second perk, Trail of Torment, will make him undetectable when he breaks a gen. We'll also highlight this gen in a yellow aura for the survivors. And the last perk, Deadbound, will link a healer to a healed survivor. If they run too far from each other, they'll suffer from the Oblivious status effect. So that's it. That's the Silent Hill chapter. Again, we're super happy and proud to have had the chance to work with such a fantastic franchise. Personally, I'm
Il est indétectable quand il casse un générateur et ses suivants sont tourmentés par pas besoin de les transporter pour les rendre au hook. C'est fait auto dans les trappes. D'accord.
What's also super exciting is that the PTB
quand tu prends il y a une perte quand tu prends un coup pour un survivant, tu ne peux pas te heal.
Right now, so you'll be able to download it and try it for yourself, and it's going to be released also very soon. As
la troisième
message, I would like to
marque,
say to
si les survivants sont proches, s'ils s'éloignent, ils ont le statut obvious. C'est quoi ce statut déjà?
Your support, all the ideas, all the meaningful discussion that we have online with all of you. You've been fantastic. And I'm gonna raise my glass to several more years. Cheers.
Luthor, wow, je vais poster la vidéo comme ça sur YouTube. Je peux pas faire de montage.
Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna
say. J'avais le temps, j'en
ferai un. If you want to play Silent Hill in Dead by Daylight, if you're on PC right now, the PTB is happening now. You can go press the button and play Silent Hill in Dead by Daylight. Now. For everybody else or the people who don't like the PTB, you can wait until the full release, which is going to be about 3 weeks from now. We'll give more details as things come along. But if you are eager to get your hands on the Silent Hill chapter of Dead by Daylight, PTB right now.
Ah non, PTB tout de suite apparemment.
Now I have to take a second, step back and give a huge thank you, a big shout out to everybody who makes this happen.
Je crois qu'il a dit PTB tout de suite.
That's everybody on the team,
whether
it's the programmers, the artists, the designers, the community management team, the marketing people who make sure that you know about this, the PR, the people who are doing the video editing, the capture, the people who are doing all our data analysis. Every single person that's involved in this project, from close or from far, thank you so very much for the amazing work that you do every single day. It's really appreciated. I think that we can all agree that this is a special team full of crazy passionate people, so thank you. And then a huge thank you on top of that to you out there, every player out there, everyone that is part of what makes Dead by Daylight such a vibrant and exciting community to play in all the time. Thank you for supporting us.
Ouais, 21 le PTB, t'as raison,
Balèche. Being constructive and positive and being supportive of what we do. And thank you for following us in this sort of crazy ride that we are on. We are so humbled and excited to celebrate our 4th year anniversary with you today, and we are eager to celebrate a few more in the coming years.
Nice. Voilà.
Ah bah voilà, et c'est follow. Voilà, merci beaucoup.
C'est fini. Merci pour ton follow, Elmo69. Bon, ben, pour récapituler, Silent Hill 2 dans Dead by Daylight. Avec le tueur de Silent Hill 2, si je dis pas de conneries, donc c'est bien Pyramid Head. Je crois que je dis pas de conneries. Voilà. Nouveau survivant, Charlie Manson, je crois. Je saurais pas vraiment redire, donc je suis désolé, il n'y aura pas de récap précis de ce qui va arriver sur DBD, parce que malheureusement c'est de l'anglais, j'ai pas tout compris. J'ai fait ce que j'ai pu, je vous ai montré le stream. Voilà, j'espère que ça vous aura permis de